This video is part of the Herb Embroidery Stitch Along series by Chrissie Crafts. Other video tutorials are available in the series. Thanks for watching and happy stitching! We're going to do a satin stitch at the center of the echinacea. Satin stitch can be a bit tricky, so it's good to start with a small area. Now the object of a satin stitch is to have a lot of really neat stitches lying side by side like satin. So what I do when I have a shape to fill, I give myself some guidelines. So I usually start roughly in the center-ish and put a line. And then I will even go so far as to divide it further into smaller sections. Otherwise, what can happen is that the lines start going crooked or slanted as you're stitching them. If you have to cover a big space, if you start on one side and just work your way across, the lines can start leaning to one direction. And you don't want that. And over here. You could also try to follow the grain of the fabric. That makes it easier as well. And on the edges I will curve it a little bit just to keep in the lines. Give it a little bit of shape. So starting from the center where we were before, I'm going to fill this section here. So I will come up next to that first stitch. Go down right next to it at the top. And if you've drawn an outline, you have to come down right on the outline or just beyond it to make sure you cover it. Satin stitch can be a bit fiddly. You don't want to tug too hard either, because you could leave gaps. You don't want to make a hole in your fabric. You just want the threads to lie nicely side by side. There you go, satin stitch.